again right now, and had to adjust this a little bit more, so I had to turn it back a little bit to get it to idle a little smoother, and you know, the startup was a little bit rough again this morning, first time. So what I've got going on this side of the engine is when I accelerate, I hear like a clunk, one little like a flapper valve closing or something. I'll try to see if I can catch it here on the video. I'm trying to do this, you know, single-handed here. So I'll take out my, where'd my big screwdriver go? Had a good one. There she is. All right, so I'm going to goose the gas pedal a little bit, and it's right in this area right here. Now it might be that little air valve there. I don't know because it's got the air system. But let's try and find out, shall we? So let me get in here and hit the gas pedal a little bit with the end of the screwdriver, and then listen carefully because you might hear the little thud, thud. I'll goose it. All right, put my hand there. Doop. 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 I don't know if I got a leaky exhaust manifold, as Chris may have suspected, but there's it's just one single one. Doop. Like a little boom. Boom. See? I don't know if I can hear it outside the engine or what. It's down here without trying to touch any other buttons. Okay. I don't know if that's a sticking valve or what, but that's definitely worth investigating. Alright, so there you go. A glorious rack of baby back ribs with sauce I made up that I mentioned. You take regular barbecue sauce, any kind that you like. You put in a third cup of orange juice in a container like this, and a third cup of brown sugar. You may be able to use less if you use dark brown sugar, but all I had was light brown sugar, so I used a third of a cup of that too, and mixed it all in with the barbecue sauce. You can get, you know, KC Masterpiece, Baby Ray's, you can get Heinz, whatever, but it's the base that's important, just for the little bit of the spice and the flavor. And then what you do is you microwave this a couple times, a couple of 45-second shots, because what you want to try to do is caramelize the brown sugar and kind of burn off some of the liquid of the orange juice, and you can use it to baste the ribs. So you can see here we've got, so we don't have smell-o-vision because it's smelling really good. And you can see here she's turning out pretty good. It's got some caramelized color to her, which is what you want. Got a little bit left in here, just to douse her a little bit, get some of the spots there. But she's about ready to go. So at this end a little crisper. My grill's a little hotter on this end than on the far end. Hot in the front, cool in the back. Opposite of usually what you got. So there it is. It's pretty well caramelized. You can see there where it's kind of, it's hard to tell. You can see the sauce is thickening up, and that's because of the sugars. So if you're diabetic, it's probably not a great sauce for you, but for other folks, it should be pretty good. So in about another couple minutes, this will be ready, and I'll get it and serve it. Just thought I'd let people know. Got a little rib sauce recipe that I figured out. And it replicates a place on Long Island called a Spare Rib. It's about as close as I've gotten with their sauce. Alright, let's get out here. It is Friday night and I ain't got no body. No, my wife has emptied the garage out of all the crap for the garage sale. And Volvo's gone, and look, this is how I fixed the Volvo. I fixed the Volvo by getting a Honda Pilot. So yeah, that's how that works. I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know, that's how it works. And it's got a hitch, which is awesome. Anyways, so yeah, all the crap for the yard sale's out here. And it's starting to sprinkle. So go figure. But what I've done here is, it's so hot out. It was in the 90s the last 3 days. The choke did not even need to be turned. It was so flippin' hot here. I could literally prime the switch on the remote for like 10 seconds, flick it off, and then do like a couple of quick squeezes and get the generator to start up remotely without the electric choke, because it is so dang hot out here. That's what it's doing. So meanwhile, still a little rattle. I can feel the exhaust is not hot. It's, warm. Don't get me wrong, but it's, puffing. It's pretty good. But there's a lot of rattle going on in there, and I wanted, I know the rubber isolators are for junk, so that's one of my projects. So we're gonna go here. Oh, the door, I left the door open. Jeepers. Oh no, major security breach. Because I'm trying to, you can't feel it, but there's like a flow of warm air because obviously I have the engine bay open as I was starting up the engine. But like I said, if I blip the gas pedal real quick, I get and I gotta tell you, then you hear the flap close on the air system. Yeah, that's probably gonna be a project of mine. I'm assuming some work on the air system. But anyway, so yeah, that's what I got going on here. Like I said, I got this. I'm gonna put these. Oh, can I get these focused on here? Let's do this real quick. Boop. And we're gonna not doing too bad. She can really rev up. I gotta tell you, I was really surprised at the at that, but it is a 454. Definitely acting a lot better than she was. And there's my generator. Going and going and going. And I look over there and it's still 14 volts, but whatever. It's doing pretty well. It's been running for a little while, so I'm going to shut off the engine and let the generator run for a little bit and charge the batteries up. So we're going to go in here and just shut her down. It's a Friday night startup. Ugh, it's kind of warm. Okay, it's less warm now because, the engine's not running. We're going to let that hatch stay open, and we're going to keep this. Maybe we'll do this. Open this up. No, we're not going to do that because, you know what? I got screened windows. And we're going to let that sit. Meanwhile, I got to do all this stuff with the trim and, put the end caps on and all that good stuff. But, that's what we're doing. Gonna let the generator run for a little bit. Now I'm going to tell you, anybody who's watched these videos, you're going to see that I'm trying to clear the lens off. This is horrible. All right, let's do that. There we go. This thing is way off the ground from where it was. I mean, this is not the level at which, like you can see there, because the tailpipe from the generator kept getting smashed. But now with the air shocks, everything is just like whoop, way off the ground. And let's see if I can get through all the crap here for the yard sale. But you can see here, the wheel, the rear wheel is much more exposed than it was. It was literally at the like the rim. So I got a good 4 or 5 inch lift on this thing with the airbags, the air suspension that's in here now, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, you can see there's my level plywood, and it's kind of level as far as the ground is concerned, but it definitely looks more jacked up in the back than it was, which is really kind of cool. So you can totally get under there. You can totally just, you can't walk under there, but you can get under there really easily. So the air shocks, the air ride suspension has done a major improvement on the clearance in the rear of this thing, which I think will actually, help the ride and also help the performance of the rig. So we're still planning on some camping soon here this month in July. Yeah. The fridge is good, got a lot of the subsystems working. This is working, generator's starting up. I am going to do the electric choke refit on that by drilling through the top of it to get the choke to come through the right way. I'll show that in another video. But yeah, you can hear it's not like perfect, but it's doing an okay job. So yeah. Got going on here, and going to continue to do some work on keeping this rig up to shape 100%. Take care. Happy, safe, and healthy RV. Alright, we're here in the depths of the garage here, and you can see it's quite the collection of a lot of stuff going on here, but in any case, we got our mower here in the front bay, and I've got this wonderful thing in the back bay. And it's not, I just don't work on RVs. I do work on other things, and one of them is and over here, because there's a bunch of crap over here too, by the way. Look at dashboards, all sorts of stuff. So I've got a whole collection of stuff in here that is quite interesting. Anyways, including RV fridges, which this is going to be a project for later on. But I want to show people what I've been working on here. This is my 78 BMW 320. It's actually going to be a 328 by the time I'm done, because I have a engine that I'm working on here, some of which is sitting there. I've got pistons and everything else, but that is a 2.7 plus, it's going to be bored out 2.8 liter block with the higher compression pistons, and I've got the 885 head here, as you can see there. You can see I don't know if you guys are fans of BMW, but that is the high compression head that I've had completely rebuilt, and it's sitting there along with goodness knows a flywheel and a clutch and everything else. Lots of stuff. I got multiple grills because I have unfortunately killed a lot of rust buckets. This is not a rust bucket, this is a Carolina car, and yeah, I've been working on it. It's not been on the road for a while, 2016, but I've been working on it. I've got the chrome mirrors that are going to go on it because I've had to replicate some other stuff, and so I've been working on it. I got my houndstooth Recaros buried under a Dometic RV fridge roof vent, among other things, but that's, hey. So yeah, so this is where she is there. Like I said, I don't only work on my RV, I work on some other stuff.